All right, getting into this, we've got ERN Roar versus... So, we're seeing an EU matchup right now. Trying something out this week by starting a new run of the tournament, allowing these EU players to actually play on proper ping. And let's see what we're working with right now. Ah, nice, beautiful. Pretty much all under 50. And there we go. So, ERN Roar getting off to a good start here, and just a reminder, this is a best of 5. We only had 2 teams join, so we're running this in a private match just in case, you know, we got a bad server, we could re-roll it. And I'll probably turn off my notifications here because I actually, I have such poor internet that, here you go, you're going to hear my sad life story, my struggles. I have such poor internet that anybody being on the internet, any device, a single phone, computer, laptop, anything like that makes me lag. So, and I have not kicked everybody else in the house off the internet for this. So we're gonna have to deal with a little bit of lag here. Pretty much, I think everything looks fine on my end though. I'm not seeing the laggy touches. Of course, it would be different if I were playing. But yeah, ERN Roar gonna come off with a second goal. Making me shut up here. I'm gonna go into my settings real quick, hold on. And see if I can't get this gone. Okay. So we should be good now to fully focus on the game. We've got a best of 5 here against these 2 teams. And as far as I'm aware, I think this team on the other end is a pickup team called with 5 M's. So we're seeing ERN Roar Lionesses taking a third one. They are a fully formed EU roster. They perform very well in WCB. So, you know, any team, whether it's a pickup team or not, is going to struggle against these guys, especially now that they are on good ping, because they have had pretty decent runs on the NA version of this tournament. And here they go 4 up again, making me, you know, stop my words right in its tracks. Getting a double commit, but the goal still goes in as Laura is not able to keep it out. Now, it could just take a little bit of time for this roster to get their feet under them, you know, get used to the lobby, get used to the other players. I will say that Pad's preset, I'm really liking that. That's the FOD decal, I think, from the Rocket Pass. Pretty sure that's the correct name. And it's looking clean right there. Very nice. Pads is going to get a nice backwards shot to take a 5th goal with just under 2 minutes having been played so far. Getting into another kickoff here. We see ERN Roar coming out with a shout saying we are dominant in this matchup and we are going to make sure that everybody knows it. All in all, this is good practice though, good fun for everybody involved. You know, I'm really liking putting on these tournaments. Missing it the past couple weeks is because I actually have a friend, my teammate, Kaze, who you might have seen in a couple videos. She has offered, when she has free weekends, to host Women's Weekly on her Twitch channel. And, you know, live Rocket League competition generally is a lot more popular than recorded. So I have no problem passing the reins to somebody else who does have the internet capabilities to stream it live. Which is what I prefer anyways. I love watching these games. You know, I'm not trying to dominate a market for myself here or, you know, get my name out there personally. It's just putting on a show, putting on an opportunity for these ladies to show what they got and get some regular practice in because, as some of you might not be aware, Women's Carball or WCB is what these teams usually regularly compete in, which is a once-a-month tournament for money, largely considered the biggest women's league in Rocket League. Oh, we're gonna see come take a goal back. Wow, their team name is something to behold as I try to cast it seriously. But Aiva just getting a nice, clean bottom corner shot off of that pass. And we're going to see them make the Brazil a possibility if ERN Roar can get it together here. But hopefully brings it back. We're going to see Rose with a push on net. As I was saying, though, is that, you know, WCB is a great competition. I love it. I have a team in it myself. We compete in NA. But it's only once a month for each region. So the competition is a little bit few and far between for my competitive taste. So I wanted to create this tournament to fill that gap, because I'm sure there are other ladies. Wow, Rose shutting me up real quick with that doink. Pads is gonna get a clean pass into the middle, and Rose is gonna stop in her tracks right in front of the goal and fake Laura off her axle. She had the good clear there going out to the left side of the field, but Rose getting in the way and making that much more difficult to stop, and in fact being unstoppable as it does find the back of the net. Laura with the defense looking good there. Lady is going to clear it upfield, who is not a person I've seen. Oh, looks like we've got a Rule 1 here in the middle of the field. Laura and Pads keeping true to it. We've seen a couple of these broken in the previous iterations of the tournament, but I'm going to try to get onto the players here. Ah, yes, beautiful. We've got just a little dance back and forth as Sarek tries to get a shot on net, and Rose is going to have to cover the back line as the players are still stuck in the Rule 1 in the middle of the field. Sometimes you do see teammates go in and wreck it so that technically you are not breaking the Rule 1. Your teammate is breaking it for you. But still, I appreciate, you know, them observing this unofficial rule in Rocket League, whether you call it Rule 1, Rule 2, Rule 0. Either way, it is making it fun for these guys in the final seconds as a 3v3 turns into a 2v2, and finally we see the teammates clear each other out, and we're gonna have some chaos on the side of the field as they try to swat away and keep the Brazil an impossibility, and they do so far. So ERN Roar taking the first game as we head into the next match. Game number 2. ERN Roar are up 1 in the series in this best of 5 one-off private match for EU Women's Weekly, and it looks like Aiva is going to respond to that first game loss with a quick goal out the gate off of Lady's pass. Very well shot there. She even adjusted the direction so that if the ERN Roar Linus's defender was able to block that, you know, no chance when you put it behind her. So momentum doesn't work that way. We're going to see a fast pinch, and Pad's going to try to pop it online and finish it, and she does. Very well played there. You could see that the defenders were expecting a fast shot after that pinch, and it just threw Aiva off. Laura motionless in net after trying to save the first shot. She had very little chance of blocking that. Very well played by Pad, and ERN Roar even up the game. Laura up for a quick aerial as Rose tries to block it. Sarek is going to try to collect it in the back. Maybe even get a pass out to Pads on the right side. We do see that. Rose is lurking upfield, and Pads does not connect on that pass. Sarek is going to have to waste some time here. She goes for a pop over one defender, but eventually gets it out onto the other side of the field. We're going to see a demo from Laura on Pads as they move back down to the orange side. Aiva trying to get that block on it. She does follow the play, and she is coming off for a ceiling challenge, trying to put pressure on Pads, even demos her. Pads is getting a little bit abused here, and if we remember plays from the previous weeks, Pads has been a target for many demos in the past. I really feel for her, but being a demo main myself, you know, it's just part of the game. Got to deal with it. Pads going for a quick pop, and she gets it over the top. Great play for ERN Roar. Laura just trying to control it into the midfield, trying to get a pass out to her third, but her third was all the way back in net, and therefore Pads spotted the opening, took advantage of it, and put that right in the net for a 2-1. Rose going up for a quick aerial. She's going to try to get it back out into the middle. Pads trying to get the slight touch for the tight angle shot, but she is not successful. Sarah pushing in the back corner. She's going to get it over one. Aiva saves it out though, and she keeps following it with all of her boost. You got to imagine it's pretty low on the back line, and they double commit, leaving an opening for Rose to put in a third. Good situational awareness from Rose. You can see she, with that little turn back into the midfield, she saw the miss there and just took advantage of that opportunity, putting Ear and Roar up in the favorable position. Aiva going up for the midfield block. She has good touch up into the back corner, but Pads is going to collect it away out into the middle, out for Laura, but she does not put it online. Lady waiting in the mid. She's going to put a nice shot right into the middle of the net. Very well done. What was the advantage there was that she got a lot of power on it. Otherwise, the placement meant that Rose might have been able to save it, even though she was creeping out of the net in the wrong direction. She assumed that a placement was going to be on the side of the net, and Lady switches it up, puts it right in the smack dab in the middle, and they get their seconds in this game too. Lady with a good bounce save. Pads is going to put it off the back wall. Rose already up, but Laura saves it out to the side. Lady trying to get a pass out to her. Sarah has to back off, and they do another passing play as it goes towards the blue net, but Sarah is gonna be quick on the counterattack. Wow, just the explosiveness of this team taking by surprise as Pads gets a pass out of the defense, and Sarah is waiting on the wall, ready to capitalize. Very well done. Team synergy on display there for Ear and Roar. Lady gets a win on the kickoff with Laura following up closely behind it. Pads is going to be up early to get the block, and that means Rose can take it down the field. Aiva recovers well, and we see Lady try to get the block, but Aiva is going to have to do some more defense off of the backboard and follow this ball up the sidewall as Rose puts some pressure on this orange team. Sarah looking for the tight angle double. She doesn't quite get it, and Aiva is going to have to get the save out. She gets it over Sarah. She's going to have to chase this down to try to get a pop on net, but it bounces high, and Pads is in there quickly to take it away. Lady reading the miss. She's going to get a drop down into the middle, but it leaves Aiva in the back alone. Laura getting the demo. Very good because Pads is coming in for the bump. Another shot off target. Laura's trying to intercept, but she doesn't manage to as Pads puts it back into the middle, and Rose is going to be there to get it in for their fifth. This team doing actually quite well handling the pressure, and they're just missing a few opportunities. There's been little tiny looks on the Ear and Roar side of the field that they could have capitalized and brought this a goal closer, but we're just seeing ERN being a little bit cleaner of the two, you know, using those passing lanes and making full use of all the boosts that they collect. But the demos are going to put a little bit of pressure onto them as Rose takes it slow, pushing it out. She gets a clear past one defender. Pads faking for the next, and Rose with nothing to work with is going to just have to put a little bit of pressure on that ball there. Sarah moving out into the middle. She can't get it online. Pads is going to have to clean it up, and there we go. We see a sixth. Sarah getting just enough of a touch on that with the right amount of power that Lady had a hard time reading it, and you can't blame her because that bounced off of the top corner of the net back out into the middle. Very hard to read when that is over your head, and certainly hard to recover from to drop in a save. Pads putting another one online. Rose doesn't quite get the shot as she's going to steal the boost and make chaos in the back. She's putting a shot on net from the back wall. We see Ear and Roar just, you know, testing their mechanical skills right now. Not really too worried about leaving any rotational areas open as they push this orange net hard, and we're going to see Rose get another goal, even though Pads is the one who put it on target. You know, bounces off her as it goes in. Very nice team play. Very well done. The pressure just too much for in the second game of this best of 5 right now. Lady with the kickoff win, but Pads is going to take it back down to the field. Aiva gets a pop up to the middle. Laura tries to get a slight touch on it, but it doesn't quite connect. And Sarek is going to keep it in the back corner as Lady goes for a diving challenge. Now we see Laura get a touch on it. She's going to go for the 50. Can her teammates get there to clean up? No, Lady is not fast enough. And we are going to see the play return to midfield. Aiva missing it. Pads with a pop onto net. And she's even going to get the follow-up to shove it into the net. We have an 8-2 game here. Even more of a blowout. Or actually, yeah, even more of a blowout than the last one. I had to think there for a second what the last goal line or the score line was. But yes, we do see a continuing dominance from this ERN Roar Lionesses squad. Rose is going to go off the ceiling. Aiva blocking the way. Sarek's going to take it slow in the back corner, maybe go for an air dribble out. We see Pads on the right wall as they try to do a repeat of their previous goal scoring opportunity where they, you know, made great use of that counterattack. Now we see another double commit. Not much else for the, you know, squad to do, as, you know, you have to push in these final seconds just to see if you can get a goal. But yeah, we're seeing a decisive victory here from ERN Roar. Lady going on the kickoff again. Laura's going to get up fast to cut off the attack, but Pads is going to take it slowly, going for a dribble. Laura drops in the back corner, and there are no more goals to be seen in this second game as ERN Roar take the series and are up 2-0 in this best of 5. Game number 3, ERN Roar up 2-0. This squad on the orange side is going to have to take 3 games in a row if they are looking to win this best of 5 series. But ERN are going to have the pressure early on as Sarek goes for a shot on net, doesn't quite connect, and Rose is going to take it slow in the corner, getting over one defender. We see Sarek and Pads. If you... Wow, that was crazy seeing it from that angle. You could see both of the ERN Roar other players up, and we have a full team play to put it in as Paz takes the credit for that goal. Wow, just a absolute 3 out of 3 full team play as we see Orange pushing down the other side. Lady trying to get there, but it doesn't quite go in the net as Aiva defends in the back. Sarek gets a push over top, and we see another double commit from ERN Roar. They're kind of confident and showing it right now as there are multiple pre-jumps, double commits, triple commits, anything you can imagine that would usually be a detriment to a team as they push offensively into the other half. But so far, has not been able to handle this, and they're just going to keep going until they're punished, even maybe after. So Laura trying to show them why they're wrong here as she pushes up into the blue half. Aiva going for a fake challenge as Rose takes it away. She gets a block from the orange defender and a double commit, but no save connects, and Pads gets a second. Lady, you know, working valiantly trying to get that, but Laura misflips and it goes right behind her into the net. Kickoff going even as Aiva is going to try to take possession. Laura turning on it in the back corner. Sarek is going to go off of the back wall to get a block on it, but Aiva is there faster. Pads taking it up the left side wall. We see another ERN Roar double commit pre-jump play. Can Laura capitalize on it? And she does, bringing them back to a 1-goal deficit, making this game possible, a winning opportunity. Now, here's the real test. Are we going to see ERN Roar temper it down, play it a little bit seriously here, or are they going to continue to go for these clips, these crazy passes? And so far, we're just going to see Rose taking it all herself, taking the opportunity of the open field. There's a huge gap there in the rotation, and Laura can't quite get back to it to make the save. Now we see ERN taking possession off the kickoff. Rose is going to get a nice double touch into the back wall, but Sarek is going to have to collect it in their back corner. Lady pushing hard. There's a demo on ERN Roar, and Aiva manages to clean it up with Lady on the assist. That was a great pinch up into the center and a wonderful cleanup from Aiva. Putting in their second, we are back to a 1-goal deficit. Lady waiting in the middle. We see Rose miss as Lady misses as well. Aiva also whiffs. How many? I can't. You know, and it's entirely possible if you see some missed touches, some weird things, the ball going into the ground, cars, you know, not quite connecting with the ball. That could be my connection. Just keep that in mind. But so far, we're just seeing whiff after whiff after whiff. You know, I have been trying to say that we need, instead of what a save, because people can use that, you know, toxically, we need what a whiff in the game, and it would be used many times over in this portion of play as Rose finally breaks this whiffing deadlock to put in a fourth. Pads and Aiva off the kickoff. It's going to go pretty even, and Sarek gets it onto the orange side. Rose is going to pop it past, go for the tight angle shot, but it doesn't connect. She's going to go again, get it past one of her teammates as she waits up and puts it out to the middle. Lady getting a 50 there, but Pads gets the better portion of it. Iren Roar keeping the pressure, seeing if can handle it. Lady putting a shot on net. Aiva was right next to her, so we've got to be careful here on the commits, but Laura manages to put some aggression onto the Iren offender. Another block coming through. If Laura can turn this around quickly, we might see an opportunity on net, but that is all that needed to be done by Rose to waste some time, and her teammates are back and fully boosted now. Lady going for a second shot. She gets the block on Sarek. Rose going for a flick on net, but Aiva is going to keep it out for now. And Pads. Slight push off the back wall. Can Sarek? This is an opportunity, a breakaway for the orange team, but it goes all the way into the back corner, and Sarek is going to take possession of that as she pushes out. Laura caught off guard. She's going to have to go for a pinch here to keep it away from Iren, and she manages to do so. Sarek playing it slow, and Rose is going to clean up behind her. We see a bump attempt here, so Laura's going to have to get back and make an epic save, which she does. But still, pressure piling on to this orange side, and Aiva cannot get the save as there are just too many pushes on net. Surely orange team was running low by now, and Pads getting that top of the net placement with great power to put it past the orange defender. Now we see two Iren Roar teammates go on the kickoff, and it's going to do well for them as Rose puts in a 6th goal. It's looking like Iren Roar is going to take this best of 5 series in 3. Now, what can do to try to bring it back here? We see Lady go for an outside edge kickoff strat, trying to get possession, but her teammates are not able to follow up. Laura blocking that in the midfield, but Sarek is going to take it out off the sidewall, going for the long air dribble. Rose getting in the way. Laura's going to be able to clear it out as she takes it off the left wall. We see Sarek already up off of the back wall with a crazy pre-jump challenge, and that's going to keep the ball in the orange half. Aiva missing that high lob. Pads is going to get it over one and try for the second, but Laura stands strong on the goal line as we count down to the final seconds. Pads trying to get a victory lap in here, but Iren Roar gonna take it in 3. Very well done. Looking like a strong team to contend with on their own server this time. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed those games. We had Iren Roar taking the win in EU, And that was the first purely EU run we have done of Women's Weekly. So let me know down below if you enjoyed that, if you want to see more. I'm trying to work out logistically how I can manage to do this weekly with 2 runs of the tournament. It's a bit much for one person, I will admit, but I love providing these ladies an opportunity to show what they've got and to have, you know, the opening for more regular competition. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.